Here's a piece of me to chew on.
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Peace of Mind. Today we're going to talk about change. Change is possibly the most fundamental thing that we know in reality. It's there constantly. We live in a world where people try to pretend and spend a lot of energy trying not to acknowledge the fact that change is constant. It's absolutely relentless, and it's a slow kind of nicking away on everything, and it's just there. Sometimes change is abrupt. It can be unexpected or even painful. Sometimes change is so subtle that you don't even realize that it happened. You didn't even notice it until afterwards. It seems, in the end, change is really just the passage of time. Now, if we can find the courage to embrace and to cherish change, to not be afraid and try to kind of hold it back, then change offers us a school. It offers us the opportunity to see new things and to address things from new perspectives. It gives us the opportunity to partake in the pretty cool process that really is change. But it all kind of comes back to whether we want to hold on to absolutes or if we want to go with what is natural, and that is change. 7 years is kind of a magical number. 7 years is the time it takes for all the molecules in your physical body to be exchanged. So, say the day you're born, well, 7 years later, after that, you're no longer physically the same person anymore. Every single molecule in your entire body has been replaced by other molecules. So you're not physically the same person that you were 7 years ago. It's just a physical fact. This is something we have to kind of take in if we want to give ourselves access to the knowledge that comes out of change. In other words, we're all just constantly in the process of becoming something new, something different, something more. So with all this in question, when you look at this, then a question that kind of springs to mind, if nothing is absolute, if I'm a new person every 7 years, what the hell am I? Who the hell am I? And this is an important question. In 2017, there's still a lot of people who raise their children in a kind of subjective manner, as if their kids were fashion accessories or lifestyle accessories or even pets. They teach their kids not so much how to address reality, but how to relate to reality. And this is a big difference. This is really teaching your children how to conform, not how to live. So if teaching your kids to conform is the most common parenting strategy, where does that lead us? Are there other ways of going about it? I would say yes. I would say this is very much a question of relativity and a decision of will, of where to place yourself in reality and how to relate to the fact that everything is constantly changing. Adaption is a question of superficial identity. Superficial identity as in how people relate to each other, how they dress. Basically, when it comes down, it's a whole number of ways to manipulate, to push each other, to create various social expectations, and to create a sort of game or a intricate dance around being, which really just relates in a way that's not about doing things, but to avoid conflict. And instead of actually socializing, we just interact, but we don't really connect. So, given the fact that change is ever present and constant, in order to shape an actual personality, one must practice letting go. Letting go of all these superficial truths of who I am, in regards of, who have other people told me I am? Who have I taken my ideas from in regards of how to describe myself? So to begin unraveling this and to begin finding a way to shape yourself, basically we need to learn how to let go of what other people value. We need to learn to let go of how other people value, and we need to let go of the fact that other people value. Why do we want to do any of these things? We want to do all these things because this is the way to formulate and learn how to express ourselves, how to shape an identity from the inside out, and not from the outside in. I'll tell you why this is important further on. Basically, this comes down to two very simple words: formulate and express. Why? If you find the words, if you find the colors, if you find the temperature, the shapes, etc., of who you are, then you can begin to relate to reality not from what other people are running around in their confusion doing, but you can actually start looking from the point of view of your needs, of your joy, of your lust, of your will, of your wishes. It's good to know these things. What is you? What is your deeper needs, hopes, dreams, aspirations? What are you? So, change is unavoidable. It is there, and there's no way around it. What we can do is find a way to relate to it by finding out who we are and where we want to go. We're going to keep looking at these things in more episodes further on. Until then, like, share, comment. Take care. See you guys again next week. Alak Baba Sirishan Dirak.
'Cause you are